My past few videos were kind of more on the negative side. Things were weird. There's a few things that I still really love about Germany, and I appreciate them. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I can't believe that it's been so long since my last video, but oh my god, the past few weeks were just insanely busy for me in terms of work. There were some internal changes in my company and it's just been a lot. Literally for the past 2-3 weeks maybe, I just felt like I can do absolutely nothing else than work. And today's the first day that I actually feel like I can breathe again. So I thought I would pick up the camera for a moment here. Say hi to you guys, and I just feel like it makes me so sad how little time I have to make these YouTube videos because I just really like it, and it makes me sad because I've spent so many years actually doing it pretty consistently, but ever since I started working full-time while being a mom, it's just a struggle. But anyways, we are here, and I actually thought in this video I would kind of share with you some of the things that I really love about Germany, because I feel like in the past few months, my past few videos were kind of more on the negative side. I know that I was complaining about some things, and some things happened, and we were just really in the mood to potentially move back to Spain. Things were weird, but winter is really difficult in Germany. Winter is really difficult, but then the spring comes and life kind of gets much better once the sun is out. So there's a few things that I still really love about Germany, and I appreciate them. I feel like after 3, almost 4 years, I have a pretty good understanding of what are the negatives, of what are the positives here. And yeah, in this one, I want to share the positives with you. And let's discuss it in the comments. So a lot of what I'm talking about here is based on my comparison of living in Germany versus living in Spain. If you're new on this channel and you don't know, before moving to Germany, I was actually living in Spain for 6 years. So yeah, I just can't help it. I keep comparing my life in Spain versus my life in Germany because that's my most recent experience, and yeah, I need some sort of ground to be able to judge my life in Germany versus something, right? This is just for you to know. But yeah, one of the first things that I actually really adore in Germany, and it's something that's happening right at this moment, is German spring and summer. And this is just something uncomparable to living in Spain because winters are so mild in Spain. It's still sunny all winter there. So when spring comes, it's not like a big change. Versus in Germany, we have pretty dark and gloomy winters here. And when the warmer temperatures finally come and the sun starts to come more often, it's just the best feeling. And because there are still quite many rains and winter is rainy, the way everything blooms and the super dense bright green color everywhere, it's just so amazing, and it's the best. It's the best feeling. I just love it so much right now, especially living in a small town. We live in a small town in Bavaria, and we're just surrounded by fields and forest. I live in Altstadt, so that's pretty much center of the town, but I could walk 5 minutes and reach one of the first parks and kind of green area in the town still. But if I walk 10-15 minutes, I'm literally in fields. There are sheep and cows and some lakes, and now everything is so green. It's just amazing. I just can't express how much I love nature here, and it's one of the main reasons why we still think it's good for us to live here, because both me and my husband really love nature, and we always go for hikes. We're also not so far away from the Alps, so going to the Alps is another story. Like, that's just my favorite type of trip. Yeah, it's the best. Another huge thing in Germany, and we can't deny it, it's the money. I think like most people come to Germany to work, because in Europe it's still a country with a stronger economy. There's a lot of jobs and the salaries are still higher than in many European countries. And again, I'm basing it a lot on my comparison to Spain, but yeah, salaries are just much higher than in the south of Europe. And even if you don't have like a super high paid engineering job or IT job, which I don't, I have a pretty like basic job, I would say, the salaries are much better here than what I could get for the same position in Spain. And yes, the tax is also crazy high here, but it still comes out as like worth it, I guess. And aside from that, German government as well has many different like helps. So in our case, as we have a kid, we do receive Kindergeld, which is like the same amount throughout entire Germany. It's about 250 per month, which actually, if you ever spoke with anyone from other countries, 250 per month until the kid is 18 years old, it's quite a lot. I have actually not heard about amounts like this from other countries. Even in Finland, they actually get less than this. So it's a really good amount. And on top of that, in Bavaria, they also give 250 more per month for 2 years, which pretty much this amount fully covers the Kinderkrippe if you decide to put your kid in the Kinderkrippe, and you know, some other toddler and baby related expenses. And yeah, I have to say, like, I do really appreciate it. And as I said, we came to Germany for work. We don't have any family here. We didn't have friends before we came here. So at least having a good salary for the work that we're doing here is a good enough reason to keep staying here for now. And the last thing, which is kind of like a love and hate type of situation. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. And is that everything happens kind of early in Germany. So I'm pretty much a morning person. I really like going to sleep early, and now that I have a kid, I wake up early whether I want it or not. But yeah, mainly I love going to bed early. I'm tired in the evening, and usually at 9:30 I'm already in bed reading or, you know, doing whatever. In Spain, that is kind of unacceptable, because they will have like dinner at 9:30, 10 sometimes, and that is so not what I want to do. And at the same time, everything will happen late. Like, they will wake up late. They usually start doing things pretty late. Like, if people are getting together, like if you want to go and do stuff, like you will just, like, everything is just super slow and everything is late. In Germany, that's not the case. And as I'm Russian, in my family, it was always like, first you go do stuff and then you rest in the evening, which I honestly really like. It's kind of satisfactory to do things and then rest in the evening. So that way of living, like, it's fitting me more, I guess, in the German culture, because yeah, everything happens quite early here. People have early lunch, people have early dinner. In the evenings, there is nothing going on. There is no one on the streets. So you don't actually feel like you're missing out on something. And sometimes it's actually annoying, because when I do want to do something in the evening, everything is closed. I cannot find what to do. Sometimes even things like classes, and like especially children classes, they would be happening like at 4 p.m. 3 p.m. and I'm like, I'm still working. Like, who goes to these? Like, people don't work, or what? How can they go to places and do stuff at 4 p.m. if it's still a working time technically? But yeah, overall, I think as a morning person, and especially at this stage in my life, as I'm a mom of a small child, of a toddler who wakes up at 7 in the morning, no matter if it's Saturday, Sunday or Monday, it's good for me to kind of be in the culture where people are doing stuff also early, and then I don't feel forced to go to late dinners, and I also don't feel like I'm missing out on them. So these are my top 3 things. Let me guys know in the comments, what do you think, how long you're living in Germany already, and what do you still appreciate to this day if you've been living here for a long time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.